Yo, everybody, what's up? This is Flashback, and welcome back to Yu-Gi-Oh! Dawn of the New Era. Just so many replays, but yes, this is gonna be, I guess we're gonna call this my replay recap. First, I have two duels that with friends that I never showed. Well, one of them was supposed to go on KyOTK's channel, but the video wasn't really working. And the other one I did off screen with Inu. It was a tag battle, so we're gonna watch that, and then we're going to show what happens when my Phantom Knights deck took on all of the CPUs. So we got Joey Wheeler, Seto Kaiba, Yugimoto, and Darts. Which Darts is a crazy powerful deck, and you'll be surprised. Anyway, so first we'll start off with the battle that Inu and I did. So right here you saw a normal summon Skull Crobat Joker. Oh, by the way, Inu's running a Ghost Trick deck like usual. So yeah, I use Skull Crobat to get Odd Eyes. Use Odd Eyes effect to get Wisdom Eye. I have my turn. They move on. Special summon Odd Eyes. I'm a Blue Eyes alternative. Just a bunch of things going on here. So I decide to make use of what I have. Destroy their face down. Use Skeleton to banish. Special summon, special summon, special summon, special summon. Do that. And I return Blue Eyes alternative White Dragon to this person's hand, so it's useless now. I attack that, deal 400 damage, attack, attack. It looks like things are wrapping up. Then they bring out Dragon Knife Creation, which I also negate the effects of Sage with Eyes of Blue. They attack Ghost Trick Skeleton, banish 2 cards. Use Gospel of Revival to bring back Arc Brave. Inu sets another skeleton, attacks Dragon Knife Creation twice. They call it done. And then they use Arc Brave Dragon to destroy Vortex Dragon. However, I have Sky Iris, so I get out my Pendulum Scale and my Odd Eyes Saber Dragon. Attack, destroy, destroy, attack, done. So that's the end of that. Now to the battle with KyOTK. Okay, we're back. Here's the video. Here's the replay I did with KyOTK. The replay of the match I did with KyOTK. As I said, this was going to be on video, but it didn't make it due to the video being really messed up, really laggy, a bunch of problems. So he's using the Red Eyes deck I gave him still. He did have a hero deck, but because of the video being messed up, he couldn't show it. And the only reason I say this deck was for a very special reason. I got really lucky. So here you see Red Eyes Fusion first turn to get Meteor Black Dragon. And then I decide to set my scale, you know? And they bring out Red Eyes Black Dragon. So it looks like they have a huge advantage over me. But then, through a series of rapid combos, I bring out my Oath Dragon Magician, my Odd Eyes Saber Dragon, and my Dark Rebellion, which then, using the power of Rank of Magic, the Phantom Knights of launch, I get Dark Requiem Exceeds Dragon, and use its power to cut down Mia Black Dragon's attack to 0. Attack it with Saber, destroying their Red Eyes Black Dragon, and attack with Requiem and attack with Oath Dragon for the win. Now on to the battle with Joey Wheeler. Okay, so we've left the Pendulum deck aside, and we have moved on to Phantom Knights, and I use this exact deck, no alterations to it whatsoever in any of the matches, to face off against all 4 of the CPUs, other than the Duel bot, because those decks suck. But speaking of sucking, this is this Joey Wheeler. If you take a look at his deck, Not exactly the best deck you got there, Joey. It took me longer than usual because I didn't get a good hand right off the bat. So, I got one of the worst hands I can get, but it doesn't bother me. So as you can see, just a bunch of special summoning and destruction going on, and I attack directly. And then I just pick up the quick kill on my third turn. Very easy match, very easy. Okay. Now we're going to get interesting when we challenge Seto Kaiba. Okay, we're back, and now time to challenge Seto Kaiba using the Phantom Knight's deck. So I was lucky to draw Fog Blade first turn. If I hadn't drawn it, then I would have just not been able to win because of their Cyberjar. But because I did have it, Cyberjar presented no threat to me, and I made a mistake giving the Cyberjar extra attack points, but whatever. So, with this Slate Warrior, it doesn't seem like there's going to be much of a resistance. I just do a few quick combos to destroy everything in his path, and then deal a lot of damage. Next, they bring out their X-Head Cannon, and it's pretty much done. They attack, but because of the spear, not destroyed. And a few more quick things for the win. Why does it say Beetlejuice 89590? You know what, I'm not going to ask. Anyway, so that was Seto Kaiba. Seemed pretty easy, right? Yeah, well, it got pretty combo heavy in the Yugioh deck. So, get ready. Okay, so just looking at his hand, you know that there's going to be trouble. Fortunately, I kind of knew how this worked, so they're trying to stall out for their Slifer by getting a lot of materials. But every turn I'm destroying more and more of their cards through a lot of combos. I better go through this in detail. So of course I special summon these two by destroying that Break Sword. Overlay for Master Key Beal and choose a Break Sword. So they have 3 materials that I know I have to get rid of. So I destroy Fog Blade and their Sangan, which I didn't mean to, but you know, stuff happens. And then through a series of combos, I end my turn. They use the Monster Reborn, which I did not see coming, but no problem, because I still have my Break Sword, Destroy Spear, use the effect of Silent Boots to get Tomb Shield, which I set face down. Then I summon Ragged Gloves, and then special summon Silent Boots back from the bandaged area with Escape from the Dark Dimension. Overlay them both for Ghost Trick Alucard, since I have no more Break Swords. And I destroy their face down Marshmallow. So I destroy their face down Alpha the Magnet Warrior. Use the effect of Silent Boots to add rank up magic to my hand. Use that to rank up one of the Break Swords into Master Key Beetle, and use the effects of Master Key Beetles to double up the protection. Then I add another Xyz material to Break Sword. I use it to destroy my face down tomb shield and their marshmallow, and then I wait the turn out until I can use it. They finally draw their Slifer, but they don't have enough materials to use it. So I just attacked the thing again, they used Mirror Force, I negate with Tomb Shield. And then I attacked the only monsters for the win. GG. Now, finally we have to go into Darts. And Darts is infamous on here for having the Orichalcos deck, full of monsters that can't be destroyed by card effects, or monsters that when they're destroyed, they bring out even more powerful monsters. And I did not let him get the final boss monster, but things, if you don't know how to play against Darts, then you're pretty much screwed. Good thing I did. Be right back. Okay, so if you haven't caught up on the theme yet, all of these decks are based on their anime equivalents, and the anime had some really broken Orichalcos cards. For instance, this card can only be used special by paying 500 life points while there is an Orichalcos field spell face up on the field. When you would take battle or effect damage, the damage is negated when this card is destroyed and sent to the graveyard. Special summon one Orichalcos Shinoros from your hand, deck, or graveyard. This card cannot be destroyed by battle. So not only can it not be destroyed by battle, but when you knock it out, you get the ability to summon a monster, a monstrous attack of around 20,000. Even if you beat Shinoros, there's, I don't remember the name, Divine Serpent or something, and it is broken beyond all belief. Maxed out attack. Anyway, so yeah, let's see how this goes. So they quickly summon their Gigas, which cannot be removed from play, and every time it's destroyed, gains 500 attack times the number of times it's special summoned by its own effect. And then you got KyOTK, which I already mentioned. But I decided to take advantage of KyOTK because it is the only thing I can take advantage of. So I quickly use Foolish Burial to send Ancient Cloak to the grave, which I then banish in order to add Ragged Gloves to my hand. I normal summon Ragged Gloves, special summon Silent Boots, overlay from Break Sword, use Break Sword's effect to destroy itself, and KyOTK. Both their effects activate special summon their respective monsters to the field. And look at that. 20,500 attack. However, I have a trump card on my side of the field. I overlay for Dark Rebellion. Detach both exceeded materials to cut it in half. Then I banish Silent Boots to add Knights of Launch. See where this is going? I rank up into Requiem. Use its effect on Shinoros. 23,000 attack! Directed straight at Shinoros. I don't know how it stopped here without counting as a loss. Anyway, I OTK'd Darts. I OTK'd him. Why does it say Inuzuna? Inu was not in this battle. You know what? I'm not gonna... But yeah. I straight up destroyed Darts. Anyway, that's said and done. I'm going to end it off here. If you enjoyed watching these videos, don't forget to leave a like down below, subscribe. If you want to challenge me, then go ahead and, leave a comment down below challenging me to a battle, and I'll get back to you, and we can, make it a thing. Just have a battle, maybe record a video on it, so you all can see that maybe that sometimes I lose, because why not? No, I do win like maybe 50% of the time, which is a pretty good statistic, but most of the time I am, finding a friend. So, anyway, that's all for today, and until next time, this has been Flash Tag, and I will see you all later. Ciao!